What is up, everybody in the YouTubes? In this My Singing Monsters video, we're gonna check out Paronormal Carnival. As of recording, I don't have any of the paranormals. Ocarina, Shimmer, I forget what the others are called. Alesk and hearing that. But these four are the new ones. There's a commonly held misconception that the depths of the beyond are fathomably dark, without fathom. The great uncharted abyss beyond the monster world may yet contain vast expanses of undiscovered cosmic mysteries to the likes of monster and human alike. But as with all scientific endeavors, the truth is limited to our perception and understanding. The depths are, in fact, alight with gleaming radiance. Though nigh imperceptible across the astronomical distances, gleaming in the darkness is the furtive shimmer, a paranormal whose major and minor forms evoke the dark, unknowable void of space, and the impenetrable profundity of deep water, respectively. Its predominantly inquisitive eye peers back across the expanse, employing a rotating series of hexagonal waveforms to pierce the boundary between worlds. The Shimmer's incredibly complex eye boasts a novel form of polarization, granting it the ability to perceive not just light beyond the normal visible spectrum, but to flip between dimensional perspectives. Ironically, the monocular vision means that it lacks depth perception. In Paronormal Carnival, this monster eschews the day-night restrictions of its parent class and is available to collect at all times. Well, we're gonna finish with Scallywags, Rags. Although I don't know much about Baby No Money. Hey, I know you. The frantically flailing flurry of bombastic energy from this Indipod is positively infectious. But one look at the jaunty gesticulations of Dactyl, and you'll start to have a hard time telling up from down. Well, you'd think the fate of the monster world depends on it with the amount of gusto the bombast paranormal puts into its performance. But actually, it's essential for the monster to maintain its form. Dactyl is constantly one pop and warlock away from collapsing, and it's paradoxically able to maintain perfect stability through the complete chaotic disorder. Perhaps it's thanks to its unconventional symmetry. However, the real question is, sometimes it's possible that, for Dactyl, but hey, I know you. Germa. Each morning, the germ reflects on the passage of time. When perfectly on cue, something flits it by its ear to remind it that it's not alone. In fact, it's never alone. It's never alone, in fact, ever. The psychoparanormal exists in a state of constant genesis, fluctuation, consumption, and regenesis. So, I was thinking about which Cookie Run characters can go with which My Singing Monster, and I think I found Burning Spices. The fruiting bodies pocking the abdomen of germ gradually sap vitality from the main body, innervating the monster before expelling themselves in a flourish of whirligigs. This process, while quite unusual, is a natural part of germ's life cycle, and is a delightful sonic experience to witness. These bodily expulsions, original germ body. Germ's auto-cultivation serves to harmonize the monster's form, spirit, fortune, and misfortune. Eventually, cycles of this paranormal must continue to undergo, probably due to all over its underside, where the circle of life can be beautiful and sometimes very, very... And now it's Scallywag. Starring Baby No Money. Like I said, I don't know that much about them. Scallywag? Rapscallion? No mons gags. No. Oh, Scallyrags, you rascal. Why is your name so hard to get right? The Rascal Paranormal is an enigma wrapped in a vest or a trench coat. Actually, it seems to be. But what's important is that this big top-hatted monster can be a big-time trouble for its fellow paranormals. A mon of many faces, Scallyrags is a monsterful manipulator, able to influence precisely what kind of impression it makes on those around it. Some describe themselves curiously drawn to the dapper monster upon first encountering it, bemused and delighted by its dainty movement. Others, meanwhile, experience an immediate and almost paranormal and almost primal aversion to the monster, wary of its eerily unsettling nature. Of course, it becomes clear that how exactly is anyone's guess. One thing is for certain: you will only see the Scallyrags that the Scallyrags wants you to see. Now to see what this island's all about. Come on! Well, all paranormals, that is. The qualifying quartet of four core elementals: control, hoax, ruin, and rounded out by depths, can transpose themselves to the beyond by tapping into a special space-time folding ability that comes naturally to one of them, and it was taught to the remaining three. Their carnivalistic destination seems oddly foreign to the monster world, and were it not for the resonance inclination to the musical, the island could easily be passed off as belonging to a totally separate dimension of the multiverse. Weaving pathways meander this way and that, and a panoply of funfair curios float in orbit around the central concentration. It goes without saying that the paranormal carnival's defining attribute is the paranormal population. But it's fun, isn't it? Prolonged exposure to the thin atmosphere of the carnival tends to result in contracting an unusual medley of space circuits fever. And this is what the new island looks like. And that's going to be it for this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Alright, thanks for watching, and bye.